Let's have a quick look at correlation and lines of best fit. Here are several graphs. Which sort of correlation is indicated here, do you think? Well, in this one, both of the variables increase at the same time or decrease, so that is positively correlated. In this one, as one of the variables increases, the other variable decreases, and therefore we say these are negatively correlated. And in this one, in this scatter graph, there appears to be no pattern. These are just demonstrate no correlation or uncorrelated. So let's consider some pairs of variables: shoe size and maths test score. I am sorry for the people with big feet, there's no correlation between the two. Temperature and ice cream sales, oh, this old favourite. As the temperature increases, ice cream sales increase, so we'll call that positively correlated. Outside temperature and heating bill. The temperature is high, you don't put the heating on, so that's negatively correlated. Cigarettes smoked and life expectancy. Well, sorry for those people that puff on cigarettes, but your life expectancy definitely declines the more cigarettes you smoke. Hours of study and exam score. Yes, bad luck. They are positively correlated. More study, better scores. And finally, favourite colour and pocket money. Not a very good example really, because favourite colour doesn't go up in isn't scalar. That's a very bad example. I shall remove it at a later date. Rubbish. Okay, here's a graph. Let's look at the line of best fit. So we'll slap a ruler roughly in this correct gradient. We'll move it close, and this is when we sort of start to have a think and move it about. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get a line that roughly goes through all these points so that there's as many points below the line as above the line. So clearly now we've got too many points above the line. We're going to move it forward a bit. Looks okay. We're 2 under here, 2 in line, and 3 a bit over. And move the ruler back a smidgen so I can draw the line in. There we are. Let's get rid of that. And we can see we have 1, 2 below the line, 1, 2 above the line, and these 3 roughly in line, those 2 directly in line really. So I'd be happy with that. The thing is, this is not a science. You could put these points into a computer and they'd come up with some mathematically perfect line of best fit. But we're not doing that. We're doing this by eye. You could demote that one and look at this one. This one, well, we've got 1 under, 1 on, 1 over, 2 over, couple under and 1 on. That's not bad. I would say both of these are acceptable lines of best fit. Let's pale that one out and let's look at this loser. So, sort of, you've got as many on the top as on the bottom. Goes through these 2, you've got 1 at the bottom, 2, it sort of goes to that one, 2, but then you've got these where you're wildly out of line, and I would say that I would mark that down as not being good enough. So the 2 blue lines, both acceptable lines of best fit, the red one not. The rule is has as many points above the line as below the line, but you've got to use your common sense. That's not strict enough. Don't leave things wildly out unless they are massive outliers, which is another subject.